Well, with New York's mayoral primary day just 2 weeks away, Democrat Bill de Blasio may just turn out to be the candidate to beat. But if all politics is really local, Bill de Blasio's biggest backers are right in his own family.
So happy that I get to work with my dad and the rest of my family on this campaign.
The mayoral campaign for Democratic candidate Bill de Blasio is definitely a family affair.
I want to tell you a little bit about Bill de Blasio.
And de Blasio's son Dante is literally getting ahead in public life himself with a hairstyle that's all but upstaging his dad. A lot of politicians do everything they can to keep their families out of the limelight, but your teenage son appears pretty prominent in one of your campaign commercials. So your critics say you're exploiting them. Give me your response.
First of all, I'm so proud of Dante. You know, he's 15 years old. He is a smart young man. He cares about the world around him. He was able to do that ad the way he did it because of who he is. Folks who don't know our family and want to judge us, that's their business. But anyone who knows our family knows this is an authentic representation of who we are.
Have you ever told him to get a haircut?
My wife and I both, on numerous occasions, have suggested that a little bit of a trim would be smart. He's chosen to be involved with the campaign, and Lord knows he has chosen to grow that hair to a architecturally almost impossible level.
I like that description. Well, he's the star of the political commercial, that's for sure. But your wife appears just briefly in them. Why is that?
Well, my wife's been very, very actively involved in this campaign, and you'll be hearing a lot from her. I like to say with absolute and total objectivity, she would make a great First Lady for New York City.
A native New Yorker, de Blasio's rise to the upper echelon of New York City politics started with David Dinkins' mayoral campaign in 1989. He served as campaign manager for Hillary Rodham Clinton's successful run for U.S. Senate and was elected the city's public advocate in 2010. While it seems the de Blasio family has been destined for politics, de Blasio admits
it is grueling. Obviously, more than ever in history, there's tons of scrutiny. You know, you have to really be at peace with yourself if you're going to do it nowadays.
Few would deny that it took a lot for Bill de Blasio to become at peace with himself.
Because we had a lot of trouble in our home, and my parents split up by the time I was 7. My dad was someone who I think in many ways was a very good human being, and he was literally a war hero. He was in very horrible battles in the Pacific Theater, and he came back without half of one of his legs. And so he carried with him both, you know, a physical disability and what we would call today post-traumatic stress disorder. Unfortunately, that turned into things like alcoholism. And so if anything's going to help you understand people who are struggling or think in terms of the underdog or those who are less privileged, it's when it visits your own home.